yours. All right, I'm mopping it on, baby doll. Here it is. You know, in the summertime, well, anytime really, it's always the right time for delicious, tender ribs. But when it comes to Bubba Q's, these ribs go to the next level because it literally is all meat. These are boneless baby back ribs. We're offering you a 18-ounce count of these delicious ribs in a choice of 2 flavors. You can pick it up in the original or you can get it in the honey barbecue. And what we're offering for $99 is the flavor, the tenderness, the juiciness, but it's all the meat. So the bones have been removed, and you think about it, a lot of times when you get those baby back ribs, they're good, but you're eating around a lot of bone, and the bone is where the weight is in the food. This is 18 ounces or 3.5 pounds of fully cooked ribs that you're getting in these 2 flavors. We don't have a lot of them. There's 1,200 remaining total. So again, don't forget, in honey barbecue, we have fewer than 500. And in the original, we have fewer than 700. And there is no auto delivery on these, so there will be no additional shipments available. Price goes up at the end of our show, which is now less than an hour away. So I want to jump right into Al Bubba Baker and welcome him into our gourmet holiday.
Hi, Al.
How are you, Al? It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you.
Hi, Jane. I am fantastic. How you guys doing?
We're doing very well. Thank you so much.
We're eating very well here.
Yes, we are. And we appreciate you and your wife's passion for good barbecue and the process. So it starts off with the highest quality baby back ribs first, and then your proprietary process. Is that right, Al?
Yeah, well, what we like to do is we like to call it the filet mignon of ribs, the baby back rib. And we don't use a very large one like we've seen sometime in the big box stores. What we do is we start out with that rib bone in, we dry rub it, we slow smoke it, and then we take the bones out, guys. We take the bones out. And this is what we're left with. Now, here is a boneless rib sandwich that you cannot do with a bone-in rib. And if you notice, there's little holes. See those holes inside of the rib?
Yeah.
What that does, that serves a purpose for us. The sauce that we put inside the pack goes inside of those holes, and the meat marinates from the inside out. And I tell you, it is absolutely moist and juicy and tender. It's all the things that you want out of your barbecue ribs. That was my little granddaughter.
Where is she? Bring her in. She's got something to say about these ribs.
Yeah, she's got something to say. And I tell you what, she eats these ribs by the handful.
I bet.
She really does. Hey. Let her come over and say hi.
Let her come.
Yeah.
Let her come over and say hi.
We probably shouldn't do that because we don't want to get you sidetracked from what you're doing. So let me just say that, honestly, these are like literally falling apart, Al. And what I love is that they're fully cooked. So we don't have to worry about sitting and watching these on the grill for hours at a time. Look at that delicious tender meat, and you can see the juiciness. And all of those gaps right there, you see that gap? You see this gap? That's where the bones were, but now the bones are out. So this is all pure, delicious meat that you're throwing down on.
Absolutely. And see, the beauty in it is that it's slow cooked. We usually cook it about 8 hours. You know, this is this is a patented recipe. No one else has the patent for these fully cooked, deboned, juicy, delicious, lightly smoked ribs. And I want to make an emphasis on that.
Right.
Because lately now, a lot of the amateurs that are in the barbecue business, they think the more smoke, the better it is at barbecue. I do not agree with that.
Okay.
Because one thing I can't stand is too heavy smoke. So we mildly smoke them. But Jane, the versatility of these ribs.
Well, finger looking good is what I'm going to say. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So let me ask this. If you could take us through the 2 flavors. We'll start with the original because that's the one that I started eating. And then I want to move on over to the honey barbecue.
Okay, so we have a tomato base. You know, when you talk about pork, it's already sweet. So what we use is the acidity in in like vinegar, and then there's a little ketchup, and we use your basic seasoning, a little molasses, and we go mild on it because it's the meat that we want you to enjoy. The sauce should be the condiment, not swimming in sauce. And so we use our sauce to complement the meat. And you're already starting out with a baby back rib. The only way you can go wrong here is to overcook it and dry it out. And you've already shown the juice that's in it. But I wanted to show you this sandwich.
Okay.
You cannot do this with a bone-in rib.
No, you can't.
You can put these. You can put them on top of a pizza. And here's one of my grandchildren's favorite. That's to take it and put put it
on
in
top
with
of mac and cheese. Love it.
Put it on top of
sliders, mac and cheese, little, pork bakes, slice them up like a good, 18 ounces. I mean, that is at least 3 servings of 6 ounces per slab.
Absolutely.
So that's a lot of ribs. And now let's jump over, if we could, Al, to the honey barbecue. And that's getting limited.
Yes.
We have fewer than 320 of those. So talk to us about that flavor, the honey barbecue.
Well, what we did was we combined my travels as a professional football player, and every one of the different barbecue cities that we went in, I took a little bit of that in there. And the main key to it is to use real honey. And that's what we do with this product. We still have a tomato base. We have that vinegar that offsets the sweet. There's brown sugar in it. It has all the things that grandma has inside of it. And the other thing that I think we left out is the things that you could do, like put it on top of a salad or put it on nachos. What my grandkids have invented on their own is something called tachos. And that's, and that's where you take the tater tots. You do the same thing you do with nachos. But guys, I just want to remind you, I want to bring something to light. The 2 reasons that this is my favorite time of the year is, number one, it's time for football. It's tailgate.
Yep, we got it.
So you can take this out with you. You will never see anybody outside of a stadium cooking ribs full time, 5, 6, 7 hours smoking them. So it's a rib like this. You throw it on the grill, you heat it, you eat it. It's fully cooked. It's no bones. In fact, it's been deboned. There was bones in it at one time. But what I like about it the most is the light smoke flavor, the great flavor, the juiciness, and that it's moist and tender. And that is because we start out with the filet mignon of all ribs, the baby back rib.
Baby back.
It's
and
my favorite
here's
rib.
how they come, just so you know, too. When you get these, you're going to get 3 of the 18-ounce boneless baby back ribs, and they've got the sauce already in there. So they're fully cooked. All you're doing is heating them up. When they come to you, they'll be frozen or on dry ice. You'll put them in the freezer if you're not going to use them right away. But then if you're going to use them, leave them in the refrigerator so that they completely thaw out, put them in the oven in just a couple of minutes. You've got a delicious rack of baby backs with no bones. So all of this is 3 6-ounce servings basically of ribs.
That's right.
There's no bones in there, so there's nothing to pull out. I hear your grandbaby, and she is so excited about this offer.
She's so sweet.
Pat, I mean, isn't it the truth?
She loves the
This is one of those.
Q, guys.
This is one of those meals out where when you come to a rib, this is where it just gets like real family, because you're going to pick it up with your fingers. You're going to eat this, and it just tastes so good with that.
And the meat's center. It's front and center. It's the sauce complements it, but it's not overwhelming or dripping in sauce, and it literally just falls apart. Jane, is there no auto delivery on this?
There is no auto delivery.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got to get what we need now.
You got to get what you need now.
You know what we left? You know what we left out though? We left out how easy it is. We left out how easy. Did you just see that?
I saw that. That was an interception, is what that was, Al. Yeah. They call that an interception in football, don't they?
Yeah. Oh,
I can't.
okay. But anyway, let's talk about how easy it is to heat. Where we came in. How easy it is to heat these. Just heat and eat. This is my 10-month-old. Oh, look,
So
and the mouth
cute.
of
Al, we have to say so long, but thank you so
Al.
much, and thank you for bringing this back to us. We
Yes.
appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
One time only price goes up at the end of our show, which is now less than 45 minutes away. In the honey barbecue, we have 200 remaining. In the original, there are 525, and that's it. Price goes up in less than an hour.
Was that not the sweetest moment? Oh my. Beautiful,
Well,
beautiful
that was one sweet
grandkids.
moment. We have another sweet moment coming
Okay,
up next.
definitely sweet.
This sweet moment is coming to us